Welcome, everyone. It's Mona Cat, and I'm here to share a message on this Friday. I hope all is well. I hope everyone is doing well. I want to first thank everyone for really joining me on this journey and helping me to understand how to use this social media. I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and still making efforts, and any of your suggestions can always help. I'm just starting my YouTube channel. I understand that it takes a lot to be able to go live on that, so I'm still doing live on Facebook and then transferring and uploading to YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is at CalifiasRising. So I'll put that in the comments. I wasn't quite able to do that on my phone today. Something's going on with communications. Of course, Mercury retrograde is having fun, and so we just go ahead and go with the flow. Today's message is about life in general, and I always try to talk about the divine and how spirit interplays with us and how we grow in a 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, and above. There's a lot to learn and there's a lot to teach, and so I'm here to guide, but again, remember that it's your life, and these are suggestions that are being brought forth, and how they resonate with you may not be how they resonate with the next person. I feel like there are no accidents, and so it's important to share and let folks know if there's something that's in this video that helps you, then so be it. But apparently there's something that needs to get out, a message that needs to get out for somebody, so it may not resonate with everybody, but again, just doing my best and sharing as I'm called. Today's Spirit had a message regarding aloneness versus loneliness, or loneliness versus aloneness, and exactly what that means. Apparently, your words may or may not be used interchangeably, and there is a big, huge difference between loneliness versus aloneness. And a lot of times at different periods in our lives, we can be alone, and for whatever reason, it can be different life events, things that happen, circumstances, and we find ourselves alone. And you can either go into the mode where you are just depressed and alone and feeling sad about that, or you can go into the mode of aloneness. And here's where the difference comes in. Loneliness is based on fear and lack mindset, and aloneness is based on love and abundance. And what I mean by that is you are never alone. You may physically appear to be alone, but as even in this human form, we are never alone because we have spirit within. And so it's important to recognize that. And sometimes we as humans, we forget, and we don't remember that we are more than just this body and this mind. It's mind, body, and spirit. And Spirit brought to my attention one of the things that we do when we meditate. For those of you that meditate, we're always told to go back to the breath. And remember that spirit is in the breath. So while we're meditating and we're trying to focus, we're always told, go back to the breath and focus on the breath and focus on your breathing. And it's the same thing with life. Go back to spirit, focus on spirit, and remember to get in touch as we are walking through this journey. So when we find ourselves alone, it doesn't mean that we have to be lonely. What it means is that we're physically, for whatever reason, physically alone, but none of us, and I mean none of us, are ever truly alone. We can call on our divine guides, our spirit guides, God, Yahweh, whatever name you want to put to the creator of all things. We can always know that we're never alone because we have that spirit within us. So I like to think of, instead of the term aloneness, Spirit broke it down to me today, it was all oneness. So again, it's kind of a play on the words, but words are important. And so it's important to look at that word aloneness and break it down to all oneness. We are all part of the all, the great all. And we have to remember that, and that we're never alone. We can always be happy and be productive and recognize that this is a period in our lives where we are by ourselves, but that doesn't mean that we have to be lonely. So I wanted to get that message out. As a reminder, today is December 6, 2024, and that breaks down numerically as an 8-day, which is a day of abundance, a day of understanding, a day of connectedness to the all, and understanding that our actions have consequences. 8 is also on its side the infinity symbol, and on top of that, it's also karma. So understand that what we do has consequences and affects our lives. So when we look upon the mirror of who we are in this moment, it's important to remember that we, you, me, we're never alone, truly alone. So there is never any reason to be or feel lonely. Being lonely is a choice. It is. And sometimes in our humanness, we make that choice. We forget. And in those moments, it's important not to beat yourself up. It's important to practice self-compassion and know that, you can always come back to the breath, as they say in meditation, but come back to spirit, recognize you're not by yourself, and keep moving forward in that. Keep yourself productive and know that everything's going to be okay as you trust. Now, some of us have gone through some things, and if this is triggering, I want to give a heads up, because not all of us have had the perfect childhood. But when we are born, we are immediately thrust into this humanness, and we have a trust because we don't know any better, and we come to rely on our parents in our childhood as we are born. And what Spirit wants us to know is Spirit, God, Yahweh, Jesus, Holy Spirit, whatever name you put to it, is always with us. The creator of all things never leaves us. So when things happen as a child, a human child, sometimes we don't have control over the event. It doesn't mean that Spirit has left you. Spirit was always with you in those moments. And I know that it can be, as we grow, we can come to say, okay, we'll take spirituality only so far. I'm going to only trust this little bit. This thing has happened to me in the past. I'm limited. But I think for a lot of us, we're understanding to grow past that and know that, okay, that was the situation. So I hope that one of the things that we do is go back to that and explore our child wounds and come out of those with a new reverence for understanding that there is pain in this world. There are circumstances that occur in this world, but you are no mistake. And you understand that, and as you understand that, you can grow and help others in this world now. Whatever reason it happened, the situation happened, there's always a learning process. And as you grow and learn to trust in the divine, trust that your walk is purposeful, trust that yes, that happened, whatever happened, was painful, but you learn from the pain as you grow as a human being. Learn that you are not just blood, flesh and blood, that there's another level of existence out there for you as a human. We as humans are mind, body, and spirit. So when we talk about the breath of life, you know, these energies are real. The energy of love is real. So, and very powerful. It is the energy that motivates the cosmos. And it's energy that can reside and does reside within us. And we can call upon that whenever we need to. But it's, again, in this plane, we have free will. And so we can choose to not do that. So I'm asking for all of us to choose to do that. I'm letting you know that there is an option as you grow in your spirituality, as you grow in your walk, your journey. You learn and keep learning and keep growing and keep understanding. And don't be afraid to do that, because your truth is your truth. And so go ahead and go on this journey and continue with love, and you won't be disappointed. Let me assure you that God is all powerful. So I just want to come on here and again talk about loneliness versus aloneness, and know that there's nothing wrong with being alone. It's not something that is a negative thing. It is something that is a positive thing. It's a positive time in your life to truly get connected. And I know that once you go down this road and look back in that positive understanding of who God is, you'll remember and cherish your alone time. Trust me. So again, happy Friday. I want everyone to know that I truly, truly appreciate your donations to my channel. I appreciate your watching. I appreciate the comments and you learning. And I appreciate the growing, that we're all on this journey together. I get on here and I put these videos together. I'm not even sure what's going to come out of my mouth, but I'm trusting that this video is meant for whoever comes across it and will have a good message for them and will help them. So that's why I'm getting out here doing it. So again, I appreciate the love. I appreciate you all. And thank you for your time in this moment. And I hope that the discussion about loneliness versus aloneness and how that interplays, and understanding that you're never alone, that you're born into this world as mind, body, and spirit, and you can always connect, and we can always help each other on this journey. And we have to remember that we're all just walking each other home. That's what we're doing, walking each other home, and we're all connected, all oneness, never loneliness. Thank you. Oops, bye now. Oops. Oh. See how to turn this off.